أنا العبد الذي كسب الذنوب وصدته الأماني أن يتوب.
दारुल वक्फ देवबंद के मौक़र उस्ताद मोहतरम मौलाना मुफ्ती मोहम्मद असद साहब तशरीफ़ ला रहे हैं। अंग्रेज़ी में मकाला है हज़रत ख़तीबुल इस्लाम बहैसियत ख़तीब।
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Honorable President of this program, respected teachers, guests and dear audience. In fact, the Maulana was a multi-dimensional personality of his time, the likes of whom are rarely born. A researcher would find in him an expert teacher of Islamic sciences, a great academician, a social worker, a visionary leader and a popular orator. As I myself would be a witness to his speeches, I can visualize Hazrat scattering the pearls of knowledge and learning. I can envision that he is there in the classroom solving complicated academic issues with ease. He is there in public gathering, admonishing them to purify their hearts and deeds. He is there among the ulama and intellectuals, sharing his far-sighted views on important issues pertaining to Muslims. His class lectures were not only source of in-depth Islamic knowledge, but also a motivation and guidance for the students to go deeper and deeper in the endless sea of knowledge. In one of his class lectures, he admonished the students who had just completed their studies. All these speeches were marked with fluency, depth, and adaptability to the audience. Unlike the professional speakers playing with the tone of their voice and the skills of sentence formation, Hazrat Maulana used rhythmic tone and simple sentences. Actually, while Maulana was obvious in his opinion that madrasa should not go through the drastic change in their syllabus, and he would express it every now and then, he did not advocate stringency in the curriculum. In short, Hazrat Maulana's lectures were marked with abundance of points, yet they were equally beneficial for common people. Unlike the modern day speakers who tend to repeat the few points throughout the circles of their speeches, almost his every speech would contain several new points, and the audience did not grow the feeling that the Maulana had a limited treasury of knowledge. His command of several sciences, including logic, philosophy, and literature, would help him come up with unique and comprehensive speeches. At last, I pray Allah Almighty to enable all of us to follow in the footsteps of Hazrat Maulana Muhammad Salim Qasimi. May his works continue benefiting people throughout the ages. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
أنا العبد الذي كسب الذنوب